North Korean leader Kim Jong-un claimed he could strike the entire continental U.S. after test-firing the regime's second intercontinental ballistic missile within a month. Friday's unusual late-night launch drew condemnation from the U.S. and its allies, with the top American general calling his South Korean counterpart to discuss a potential military response. President Donald Trump said the test was a reckless and dangerous action, saying in a White House statement the U.S. will take all necessary steps to protect its territory. We have demonstrated our ability to fire our intercontinental ballistic rocket at any time and place and that the entire U.S. territory is within our shooting range, the state-run Korean Central News Agency said on Saturday, citing Kim. It said the test was part of the final verification of the HWASONG-14 missile's technical capabilities, including its maximum range. The icbm test, which follows the first launch on July 4, raises tensions between the world's major powers, with the U.S. accusing China and Russia of providing Kim cover to pursue his nuclear ambitions. Trump has previously expressed frustration at the pace of China's efforts to rein in its neighbor and ally, which it supports with food and fuel sales, while U.S. lawmakers have voted to send Trump legislation that would impose new sanctions on North Korea as well as Russia's and Iran. The United Nations Security Council has struggled to reach agreement on potentially tighter penalties on Pyongyang. Read more. The options for dealing with North Korea's the principal economic enablers of North Korea's nuclear weapon and ballistic missile development program. China and Russia bear unique and special responsibility for this growing threat to regional and global stability, U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson said in a statement on Friday night. While the U.S. seeks a peaceful denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula, Tillerson said, "We will never accept a nuclear-armed North Korea nor abandon our commitment to our allies and partners in the region." China opposes North Korea's launch and its violations of Security Council resolutions, Foreign Ministry spokesman Zhang Shuang said in a statement on Saturday in the People's Daily newspaper. He called on all parties to show restraint to preserve stability in the region. The Pentagon said the missile tested on Friday flew 1,000 kilometers, while South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff said it reached an altitude of about 3,700 kilometers, almost 1,000 kilometers higher than the first test. Japan said the missile flew for about 45 minutes, 6 minutes longer than previously, and landed in its exclusive economic zone. The test showed North Korea's progress in developing a missile capable of hitting U.S. cities such as Denver or Chicago, according to Melissa Hannum, a researcher at the James Martin Center for Non-Proliferation Studies in California. Initial data suggested that if such a projectile were launched toward the U.S., it could travel about 10,000 kilometers, 6,200 miles. It's getting close to New York, Hannum said by email. Re-entry capability. U.S. officials now believe North Korea will be able to launch a nuclear-capable icbm as early as next year, The Washington Post reported this week, before Friday's launch. After the July 4 icbm test, South Korea cast doubt on whether Kim had acquired the necessary re-entry capability so that the missile could survive the heat of returning to Earth's atmosphere. Kim's isolated regime has said its nuclear program is designed to prevent an attack on North Korea. Trump rejected those claims, saying it had the opposite effect, by threatening the world. These weapons and tests further